Hello everyone. So I was looking at this question on the community today about differences between the web version of Jira and the server version. Now, this is again a very interesting topic to talk about because these days many people are wondering whether they should use Jira web version or server version. Now, first of all, web version here is nothing but the cloud, Jira Cloud, and this is what I believe this user is trying to understand, like what are the differences between a web version of Jira and server version. Now, of course, it is not a straightforward uh, list of things that I can straight away give you, but there is also one really good resource that I highly recommend everyone to look at, and that is basically this page. Now, if you have absolutely no idea about the difference between cloud and server, or I should say uh, data center version of Jira or any Atlassian product is basically something that you would install on your own server, on your own data center. And if you want to use the hosted version, you can of course go for the cloud version. Atlassian has stopped the server version of Jira and other Atlassian products. They are now focused on cloud, and their server version is now the data center version because that is the only option that you have if you want to use Jira, let us say, or maybe Confluence on your own server. So you have to use the data center license, which is basically a way to have multiple nodes. You don't have to use multiple nodes; you can just have one node, but this is what you have if you want to use the server version of Jira. So basically you have to use the data center license. Now talking about cloud, of course cloud is hosted. You don't have to worry about the infrastructure, and you can actually get started in minutes. Just go to the Atlassian website and sign up for a cloud instance, and you will have a cloud instance up and running. Now if you're talking about if you're new to Jira, or if you're new to Confluence, or if you have never really used Atlassian products in the past, and you're wondering whether you should be using a cloud version or data center version. So apart from the main difference that I just mentioned, that the cloud version is basically it's not self-hosted, it is basically Atlassian hosted, but there are differences in the functionality as well. Now the cloud version of Atlassian products, like Jira for example, will have different features, not massive difference, but there are differences, and there are a couple of ways of identifying those differences. Number one, you can install both on your server and also sign up for a cloud version and try to look for yourself, which of course is not really ideal. It can be a bit time consuming. The second thing that you can do, which is probably easier, is make a list of your requirements, because in case you're trying to figure out or trying to evaluate Jira, I'm sure you have a list of requirements, and then maybe try to create a simple table like features, and make two columns, cloud and data center, and then tick boxes based on what you're able to maybe figure out by doing your research. Or you can also maybe take help from an Atlassian partner, because they can speed up things for you. They can straight away tell you by simply talking to you that whether you need cloud or data center. However, this particular page, as I mentioned, is really important because you will find a lot of information. So do take a look at this page. I'll of course not read the page for you, but this page has plenty of information that will give you a lot of ideas about the differences. So for example, if you look at this particular table here on top, they're talking about cloud is the recommended deployment method from Atlassian, and it is like software as a service. We offer Atlassian products as always on, continuously updated. So cloud version is always up to date with new features. On data center version, you basically have to upgrade it yourself, and you have more control, you have more customization options on data center option. But cloud has again a lot of things that you can do using a REST API. So let us not get into the details of those differences. What I wanted to convey in this video is that if you're totally new to Atlassian ecosystem, try to make a list first. maybe you are using a tool already in your organization and you may prefer, maybe as per the organization policies or for security concerns, you want to keep data on your own server, then of course you have to go for the data center version of Atlassian products. But if that is not the case, then go for the cloud one, because that is also the recommended version from Atlassian. And do take a look at this page. You have plenty of information and you can actually do a comparison of those tables as well. Those tables for different features, like for example, if you talk about the features, do take a look at these two links and you will find the roadmaps and roadmap of those features. And do take a look at let us say now the billing information. So you'll find plenty of tables here with different comparisons of features or billing mode or what all you can do in terms of customization, security and data management. So this page is actually wonderful. I do refer this page to a lot of people, organizations, if they are trying to find out this thing about which one or basically the difference between cloud and server. And that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.